Alright, after making like 5 videos giving different predictions of who's gonna win Money in the Bank and blah blah blah, it's finally time for the actual predictions. Man, it's been a while. Alright, 7 matches on the card for Money in the Bank 2023. You know the drill. Predictions, gonna tell you who I want to win, who I think is gonna win. And right here I have your predictions, who you guys think are gonna win. I posted these posts in my community tab today. So to be aware of whenever I do this, just subscribe to the channel. Head on over to the community post tab and you're gonna see everything where I post the questions, the polls, the whatever, and I try to chat with you guys, and this is where I interact a lot with all my subscribers. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're gonna start with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. It's a 6-way match. We have Becky Lynch, Io Sky, Bayley, Trish Stratus, Zoe Stark, and Zelina Vega. I remember them all. You guys, 57% for Becky Lynch, accurate picks. 32% for Io Sky, and the rest we don't mind. Okay, this is the editing Heelish ooze to tell you that I completely forgot about the polls that I did in my community tab and asking you guys what do you think. So there is not going to be any stats or whatever for the next matches because I completely forgot like an idiot. Alright, love you guys. Okay, and I'm with you guys on this one, okay? In my opinion, it's either going to be Becky Lynch or Io Sky that is going to take the briefcase home. Let me explain why. Becky Lynch is a babyface, and it's also the only thing that she hasn't won, okay? She's done a lot in the business. You know Becky Lynch, you know the man. But she has never won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it would be a good time for her. She has a lot of momentum, and, you know, we could always use a champion like Becky Lynch on the show. Io Sky, okay? She's incredibly talented. If you've seen her in NXT, she is magic, okay? Incredible. She's one of my favorite women's wrestlers, okay? But she needs something. She needs a push. She needs something so that we're like, okay, she can actually do something. She has a future, blah, blah, blah. The Money in the Bank could be that opportunity, okay? There are also rumors that the Money in the Bank winner this year could fail, and having someone like Io Sky, having the briefcase for a couple of months is still going to help her. And even if she misses, you know, if she doesn't successfully cash in, it's still okay. She's going to have a lot of momentum, and people are going to still believe in her, and eventually she can go, you know, get higher rank. However, for my final prediction, I'll have to go with Becky Lynch. Just seems like a great pick for the WWE. Everybody loves Becky Lynch, blah, blah, blah. She has a bright future, blah, blah, blah. Becky Lynch is winning. Thank you. Good night. All right. Match number 2. Cody Rhodes versus my boy Dominic Mysterio. Cody Rhodes is going to win. Match number 3. Seth freaking Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship versus Finn Balor. It's gonna be a very good match, okay? Let's be honest. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, 2 incredible competitors. It's a rematch of SummerSlam 2016 when they faced off to become the inaugural Universal Champion. Finn Balor is one of the great heels in WWE currently. The Judgment Day has a lot of hype all around it, and Seth Rollins is the main champion on WWE because Roman Reigns is there like once a month. So Seth Rollins is carrying the World Championship. He's doing a great job with it and has had some pretty decent matches so far. And Finn Balor is going to be is like most important challenger ever since we've seen him, you know, face for the actual title against AJ Styles. So it's undeniably the best pick. However, you know, don't expect anything crazy to happen. Don't expect Finn Balor to come out as champion. I strongly believe that Seth Rollins will be retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. It's just a clear pick, okay? He's been champion for not so long. People love him. He's doing a great job. Why would you take the title off of him? And potentially they're going to split the Judgment Day soon. So having Finn Balor lose, Damon Priest maybe lose, or if Damon Priest wins the men's Money in the Bank briefcase, you know, there could be a lot of heat going back and forth. So it could be a great opportunity to finally split the Judgment Day. Alright, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defend the Women's Tag Team Championships against Raquel Rodriguez. Man, her name. Stop changing names, guys. Trying to make videos out here. And Liv Morgan, okay? Raquel and Shayna... No. Whoo! Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan facing off for the Women's Tag Team Championships. My final pick, okay, I don't even want to talk about it too much, okay? Not because I'm not interested in this match, but because it's Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. Even though Liv and Raquel are nice and they did a great job when they were champions, you know, Shayna and Rousey are the best picks at the moment. They're doing a decent job with the titles. You know, they're both main event caliber superstars, so it's just a no-brainer to keep the titles on them. So, retaining your women's tag team championships, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey. Next up, Gunther will be defending the Intercontinental Championship against Matt Riddle. Once again, I think this one is a no-brainer. I do have a lot of respect for Matt Riddle. He's as a competitor. He's a very good competitor. He's great in the ring, moves very well. But Gunther has been on a roll lately, and I think they're going to want to have him lose his Intercontinental Championship to a bigger challenger, okay? Matt Riddle, fans, some love him, some hate him, and it's just a big process. And there are rumors of Randy Orton possibly coming back, so maybe they're going to want to do a rivalry, and like at SummerSlam you're going to have Orton versus Riddle or whatever. So I just don't see the point of putting the title on Riddle, and I think it's just a way better pick to keep the championship on Gunther. So my final prediction, Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship. 2 matches left, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have, I'm going to try to remember everyone, Logan Paul, LA Knight, Damian Priest, Bush, Shinsuke Nakamura, Santos Escobar, and Ricochet. Woo! Yeah, I know. Alright. 7 great superstars, okay? And I like it because it's the first, not the first, but it's been actually a while since we've had a Money in the Bank ladder match with no former world champions, okay? I don't know, it's probably happened in history before, but it's been a while since we've had a Money in the Bank ladder match where all the competitors have never won a world championship, which in my opinion makes it more interesting because they're all uprising stars. And honestly, okay, even though there are some favorites, you know, I have my favorites, all of them could win the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it would be interesting, would be nice, and they deserve it, okay? All 7 of them are great competitors, and they have a bright future in the business. However, okay, there have been so many rumors going on for who's going to win that match because you have a lot of great picks, okay? Logan Paul, as I said, he's a money magnet, okay? He brings in a lot of people. He's very famous. He's a megastar. He's at a match against Roman Reigns, against Seth Rollins, blah, blah, blah. He brings in people, he brings in views, and he brings in money. So he's always a great pick. LA Knight, he's been the favorite to win the Money in the Bank briefcase ever since he arrived on the main roster, and that's been like 8 months. So, you know, he's got a lot of momentum as well. And the third name is Damian Priest. Why? Because ever since his match at Backlash against Bad Bunny, everybody backstage has been really high on him. People like have a lot of respect for him, and they think he's a great competitor, and you know they want to try to push him more in the main event scene. That is why he got a world championship match against Seth Rollins on Raw, you know, a couple of weeks ago. You know, so opportunity. But the question is, who is actually going to win? I strongly believe that it's going to be one of these 3, unless they bring in a surprise 8th entrant. You know, Drew McIntyre has been rumored a lot. Randy Orton could be coming back. Bray Wyatt, whatever. You could bring in an 8th competitor and win the match. But I'm going to make my prediction based on who's actually in the match. It's tough to make the pick, okay? Because, you know, once again, all of them are great competitors. They all have a bright future. And they could all do actually a great job with the briefcase. But when you look at it, okay, who needs it more, you know? Logan Paul doesn't need the Money in the Bank briefcase, okay? Like, he's already doing an incredible job. He has a lot of respect towards him. And also, he's not going to be there every week. You need someone that is going to be there each and every single week with the Money in the Bank briefcase, you know? So, my final pick to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match is Drew McIntyre. Y'all didn't see it coming. Man, I'm cringe. But man, I fooled y'all. I actually think Drew McIntyre is going to come back and win the bank in London. He's going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. He's going to be a heel. And he's going to go after Seth Rollins. This is my wild pick, okay? I'm putting a hat on it. Not because it's capped, just because it's my hat and it's my business. And go buy it, dempist.ca. Alright. But yeah. I just think Drew McIntyre, first of all, is an incredible competitor. He's been rumored to leave the company recently. So bring him back and giving him something like the Money in the Bank briefcase. It's an opportunity, and he's going to do great with it, you know. Going after Seth Rollins could be incredible and eventually cashing it. And he's someone that could actually, you know, cash in and win. Because if you look, okay, I have all the respect in the world to LA Knight, okay? At first I didn't like him, but now I love him. But I don't actually see him being a world champion right now. Next year, I'd have him win Money in the Bank. But this year, it's too early, and he needs more matches, and he needs to be put on the card way more. Logan Paul, he's not there enough, and he's already lost to both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, so why? And Damon Priest, if he wins it, he's not going to cash it in successfully. The only one that makes sense is Drew McIntyre coming back, cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he could actually be a threat to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, you know? He's beaten Seth Rollins in the past before, okay? At Money in the Bank 2020, he defeated Seth Rollins to retain the WWE Championship. And also, he faced Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle 2022, and he almost won. Okay, if Solo Sikoa wasn't there, Drew McIntyre would have defeated Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship of the world, blah, 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 blah. You know? Drew McIntyre, it's all I gotta say. Okay, so my pick for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match is Drew McIntyre. Ladies and gentlemen, one last match, the main event. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be the main event, but it's Roman Reigns, so it's probably gonna be the main event. You know, Ms. Heelish Us. You guys like the video centered around the bloodline, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns, you know, everybody. So we're gonna finish this video by talking about the bloodline itself. So, the bloodline civil war. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos. Tag team match. Who's gonna win? The Usos. It's that simple. I'm sorry to break it to you lads, but you know, you need to start bringing down Roman Reigns slowly but surely, and you need a good storyline. Okay, here's my prediction: the Usos are gonna win. First of all, because as a tag team, they're better than Reigns and Solo, because they know each other way better, and they're technically, from what I heard, they're WWE's longest tenured tag team because they've been together for 13 years nonstop. So they're the longest tag team as a whole. They're most definitely WWE's best tag team, and pretty much of all time, if you ask me, but that's a different subject. They've been champions in the past, and they're just better in tag team competition, you know? So the Usos are a great pick, in my opinion, you know? And also, you need a storyline. You need to find a way to actually bring Solo Sikoa out of Roman Reigns, you know, like, out of Roman Reigns' side. Because eventually you need to have Roman Reigns being by himself. Okay? If you want Roman Reigns to lose a championship, he needs to have no allies. No more Usos, no more Solo. Okay? I don't care if he has Paul or not, whatever, it doesn't matter. But he needs to have the Usos and Solo Sikoa not being by his side anymore. So that you're like, okay, he could actually lose the championship. And eventually Solo Sikoa is going to get tired of all of Roman Reigns' bull. And he's just going to want to get out of his sight and just either team up with his cousins, with his brothers, and just leave the bloodline as a whole, okay? And I think it could be the opportunity to Money in the Bank. The Usos end up winning the match. They defeat Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns is mad. He blames it on Solo Sikoa. Solo gets mad. And he just, like, someone spikes Roman Reigns or he leaves or whatever. So you finally have Roman Reigns alone, and you have a great storyline heading into SummerSlam or even WrestleMania, whatever you want. So my final prediction, the Usos defeat Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Alright, that's it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Quick reminder, I will be live this Saturday. Okay? I will be watching Money in the Bank live with you guys on this YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe so that you're notified whenever I go live. So as soon as the show starts, as soon as Money in the Bank starts, I'm going to be live on this YouTube channel. We're going to be reacting to it all together and have loads of fun, at least I hope. Alright? Thank you guys for watching as always. Drop your predictions in the comments. I'll try to read them all and give you my thoughts. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye! That was a great spin.